Hello, everyone, if you're on.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome to Between the Ribs. What's going on with that monkey over there? Says something went wrong.
It's still live. That was on there last time. I don't know how to get it off.
Oh, yeah? Guys, we got a lot going on today, a lot to talk about, a lot of good things coming down the pipeline in our life and your life getting better. On my knee, up and down. Mm-hmm. I want to thank Mama for putting all this together. Look at my hard-working woman in her apron coming in straight from the shop. Mm-hmm. What do you have on your list? I got all kinds of things to talk about. What happens when materials are more valuable than your money? The media is the biggest threat to the American people. The world on fire, attack on meat. We got some coins, some coin action. And we got scholarship. What does that say? Standards and dress codes?
Yeah. That's something you had me write down during your show.
Huh?
That's something you had me write down during your show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about baby showers, kids getting dressed, not getting dressed, creating culture for children.
Sure.
Talk about all of it? Mm-hmm. Where do you want to start? You want to flip for it?
It doesn't matter to me.
Well, let's start with this. Let's put this thing on that's cutting off my circulation. I'm about to knock my wrist off. I pledge to be sober. I pledge to be drug-free. Remember Dare to keep kids off drugs? Have you been? You go to the store all the time, don't you?
What store?
When you have to buy stuff. Target, Publix.
Not all the time, but I go to the store. Yes.
We just did some shopping for a baby shower, right?
Mm-hmm.
How expensive are things out there?
Very expensive.
Well, they're crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw this thing. A guy did a post on the hardware store. You know, like flat washers. You know, flat washers that you put a screw through. Like if you're putting something, you're putting a frame up here, or you're building something, you need a flat washer so the screw or the nut don't suck all the way through. Mm-hmm. And flat washers were 18 cents a piece. So he asked if anybody had buckets of pennies at their house, talking about how bad the economy is and how bad inflation is and how the cost of everything and how it's moving, that your penny is never going to be worth 18 cents. Penny's never going to 18 cents, right? A penny's a penny always. So he's like, why am I coming up here spending 18 cents per washer when I've got 5,000 pennies in my house? I'll just drill holes in pennies and I'll use a penny as a washer.
That's very smart.
The only thing is pennies aren't stainless steel. They may rust over time, but it'll buy you a couple years.
Didn't they used to be copper, or are they not copper?
Yeah, they're copper. I don't think pennies really rust. They just get dirty.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If anybody's been watching the news, I want to go ahead and talk about this first. About the media, and tell me what you think about the media being the biggest threat to our so-called democracy. You know, we're a constitutional republic, and we have democratic values, but constantly hear Trump's a threat to democracy, Trump's a threat to democracy, Trump. Everything's Trump's a threat to democracy. But when you look at the media and how the media has perpetuated this cycle of crap on us all the time. For instance, like we'll go back to one topic, like prior to that first debate with Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And by the way, let me just say I'm the first one that I cannot wait for Tuesday for this election cycle and the campaign and all the advertising and the false advertising and the lies and the crap. I can't wait for it to be over. I'm ready for some peace in my life without having to worry about who said what and who did what. But I want to take you back to a time when every time you turn on the TV, Biden is top of his game. He's sharp as a tack. He's never been smarter. He's never been more brilliant. He's the best candidate. He's leading us. He brings class to the White House. He's dignified. You should see him negotiate with world leaders. He's the best ever. Then they do the debate, and the whole world sees the reality of it. And how quickly Kamala Harris went from the worst vice president ratings. You know how they rate presidents and vice presidents? She was one of the worst vice presidents ever in the history in her ratings and her approval ratings. And all of a sudden, in the flip of a switch, it's like somebody typed it up and they sent it down the wire. And they're like, what? Oh, wait. Now Biden's out, Kamala's in. It was a coup. It wasn't an attempted coup. It was a coup. They ushered Biden right on over to the side, put him in the closet. And now all of a sudden, Kamala is the best thing for the world. She's the best thing for America. She's got joy and she's got class and she's top of her game and she's a smart prosecutor and yah. And yet, like, the Democrats eat it up. The liberal left eat it up. They don't stop. It's like spoon. It's like milk on a baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so now here we are, a month later, and I'm trying to find the quote right here. Where's that quote? Oh, it was from the insult comedian. He's an insult comedian. And I'm sure you've heard this from 100 different people, but this is my take on it. He's an insult comedian that insults people. That's what he does. He actually has a show called Kill Tony. So all he does is insult people, and he tries his best to piss people off. He made jokes about everybody, about Jewish people, about white people, about the Clintons, about P. Diddy, about the island of Puerto Rico, not the Puerto Rican people, about Jewish people, about Palestinian people. I mean, he made jokes about everybody. But the only thing the media is pushing is we have an island of floating garbage out there. Oh, yeah, it's also known as Puerto Rico. And they're doing that for one reason. And I don't know if you remember when Ron DeSantis won the last election. But for the first time in the history of South Florida, Ron DeSantis flipped it red. He won the Spanish vote with a landslide.
That's awesome.
First time ever, right? So the media and the Democrats, in the beginning, they go after blacks. Manipulation, trying to say Trump's Hitler, Trump said the people in South Carolina are good people, blah, 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 to try to get blacks to hate Trump and vote for Democrats. That didn't work. Then they start the Jewish thing. That didn't work. They immediately switched to Muslims and Palestine. That didn't work. Now they're on to the Spanish people, trying to sway the Spanish crowd. And my question is this. What's worse? Being the sucker punch of a bad joke or being the project of complete manipulation and being used as basically just a voting pawn? Would you rather make a bad joke to you, or would we mentally manipulate you to get you to basically be enslaved to my way of thinking because I tricked you into thinking Donald Trump said something?
I'd rather you make a bad joke to me.
I'll make a bad joke. I ain't got nothing but good things to say about you, though, girl. You're so pretty. Mm-hmm. Are you all right? You with me tonight?
Yeah.
And then Biden says, the only floating garbage I see is all of Trump's supporters, all of Trump's voters. Now, immediately, the media tries to walk that back. Harris tries to. Joe Biden, our president. Oh. He came out of retirement, and he's helping a campaign for Kamala. Gotcha. So he came out of retirement, and he's now on the campaign trail. They're on a blitz tour right now.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it on social media and stuff, but I just didn't understand what it meant.
Which part? Oh, what Biden said
about the Puerto Rican trash and then the comedian and all that. So
there was a comedian, Tony Hincliffe.
Yeah, I heard
right?
What you said.
And he made a joke because let's be honest. And I'm sorry this offends you, but Puerto Rico has a trash problem.
Right.
They have 27 landfills. They're all at capacity. They produce like 5,000 pounds of trash per person. I mean, it's a disaster.
Well, comedians are there to bring light to situations. That's what they do. But was he trying to put down Trump? That was the question that I heard.
The comedian?
Yeah.
The comedian was at a Trump rally.
Okay.
He was like the warmer up. He was like the
so he was
like the fluff guy.
He was for Trump.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
He was just telling jokes to people in the audience.
To be funny.
Yeah, because we live in a world now, just like church. No one can come and just hear the word or hear a message. They have to be engaged. They have to be entertained.
Right.
So in the old days, people would pay money just to sit in the room with the president or president-elect.
Oh, it was an honor.
Right. Nowadays, it's like, what do you mean? You're not going to have music and entertainers and Hollywood people? And
kind of like Beyonce's coming to perform.
Right. So, yeah, you pay a ticket to go watch Beyonce perform, and you'll stick around to hear Harris talk.
But then Beyonce doesn't perform.
Right. Yeah, she gives a couple one-liners. So they had a couple of comedians lined up. I don't know how many, but there was a few comedians that went on. This guy was the opening act.
Okay.
And he went on and he told a bunch of insulting jokes like he always does. His show is nothing but insults. And no one's ever had a problem with him. And that's the other thing about the media. You haven't heard about this Tony Hincliffe guy other than he's got a show called Kill Tony. Nobody talks about him. He's just a comedian. Okay. But now all of a sudden he does a joke set at a Trump rally. And all of a sudden, instead of focusing on the comedian that made the jokes, they're saying this is all Trump's fault. He should have known the jokes were going to come out. He should have known what the guy was going to say. He probably read them and approved them. You know what's going on back there? Yeah. Hey, listen, feel free to comment, join us, say hello.
Yeah, we want to see your comments. I see a couple of y'all watching right now, so let me
Well,
know.
you got to be brave enough to comment because I did
And I am commenting back.
yes, I did a thing. Oh, yeah, if we get 30 people to comment, we're going to take all their handlers and we're going to draw one and give them a free ribeye.
Oh, cool.
We're going to encourage people to comment.
Good.
But I don't want to spend the whole night talking about politics because we got so much other stuff going on.
Can
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have that drink?
Oh, you sure can.
I'm so sorry. This is a laid back show, so.
Yeah, I want to know what y'all want to talk about. I don't just want to talk to you, I want to talk at you. I mean, talk with you. So Harris has said now she is a president for all the people. Remember when Biden said, I'm going to wrap this up in just a minute because I got some cool things. Oh, let me know when it's 7:30. Close to 7:30, I got a special announcement. Guys, you want to get on at 7:30 if you're not already on. If you're on, watch it. Tell your friends and family because I've got something to show you. I'm going to do it right at 7:30 at the top of the half hour. It's going to blow your mind. Limited supply, collectible. Should I tell them?
No.
I'll tell you at 7:30. You don't want to miss this. I'm so
Yeah, you don't.
It's one of the most things I'm excited about right now.
Yeah.
All right. So Biden says, I'm the president for all people. I'm the president for all people. I'm president for everybody. I am the president that's going to bring the country together. I'm no hate, no division, no nothing. First chance he gets to take a shot at Trump, he takes a shot at Trump. My question is, where in the hell has Biden been the last month? Crickets. I actually had, was it Annabelle that asked us? Is Kamala Harris the president now?
Oh, yeah.
Or was it Aurora from school?
It was Annabelle.
Annabelle's at church and in a little side group. This is what's wrong with our world, by the way. When I was 13, I couldn't tell you who the president of the country was.
Yeah.
Could you?
No.
Maybe 14, 15, maybe?
Yeah, maybe you know who the president is, but you don't know what's going on in
We didn't talk about
in
him.
the world and that somebody hated the president or no.
You weren't allowed to say it back then.
No.
You weren't even allowed to make bad
we didn't
comments.
talk about politics.
No, we didn't.
No.
But that's where the world has gotten to. The culture is so bad that even our children, and it's because we talk about it so much as adults around our children, that they want to stick on and they hear too much and they repeat what they hear. Monkey see, monkey do. What is wrong with that monkey in the corner? We got a monkey on our screen.
It was on there last week too, baby.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember seeing it.
It's the comment section. That's what this is, but it's not over there.
Oh,
That's what
I
went
got it.
wrong. He ate the comment section.
I got it. Okay, so I got another
You know what I
question.
keep thinking about when I look at that?
What?
Super Troopers. The banana logo.
The monkey when they get high. And they
The
spoke.
monkey
What
logo.
was that, man? What was that banana monkey?
What was it? He was
Chimp-
called somebody.
Chimp banana? Chimp monkey
Something
banana
chimp.
chip?
And they made the weed and all the drugs have a stamp on it.
Yes, they had the monkey stamp tattoo on the girl that overdosed and
Anybody?
it was on all the marijuana. Do you remember that the Super Trooper show?
Oh, thank you.
Who we got on that? Tell me.
I don't
I have a serious question though. I pay taxes. You pay taxes. Why is Kamala Harris flying around on Air Force Two?
Did you see that thing where JD Vance said he came over? She doesn't do interviews or something. Now I know nothing. I don't even watch TV or I'm barely on social media.
You know how to rope sausage though.
Yeah. So JD Vance walks over to Air Force Two and says, "Hey guys, since I just wanted to come see my plane, since it's going to be my plane in a little while," and he talked to all the reporters that Kamala wouldn't talk to.
Really?
Yeah, that just happened.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
He went over. It was so funny, and he did it in a joke manner. He's like, "I just wanted to come see this. Is going to be my since this is going to be my plane." Yes.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah, but he did interviews with all the reporters because Kamala won't do reports.
No, she did one today because she had to walk back with what Biden said, calling all the Trump voters garbage. So she's walking that back. So she did one out in front of Air Force Two about she's getting ready to board the plane and she's gonna keep on doing what she's doing, going around the country, taking care of the needs and the concerns because she understands groceries cost too much money.
Yeah, but when they asked her, "What are you going to do about groceries become too much?"
I'm gonna sue big companies.
Yeah, yeah. There was something else. They did.
I'm gonna sue you.
They did a compilation.
I don't like your apron. I'm gonna sue you.
I know they did a compilation where there's not one
Compilation.
a compilation of different videos,
Oh, yeah.
different
Oh,
interviews
that
that she
kind of
did,
compilation.
compiled.
Right.
So
Open
she
your eyes.
has not answered one question.
Never. Not one.
To the point, and now the reporters are starting to say, "But what about?" They're
Right.
starting to burn her. Like,
Yeah.
keep going.
I think there's a sense that, and you know, the other day we were talking about signs and Trump signs, Kamala Harris sign. So today we took a back road down to my doctor's appointment, and we saw one Kamala Harris sign, and then everything else was Trump Vance.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
then it was convenient. The one yard that had the Kamala sign also had the vote for get high weed sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vote for free weed
And
sign.
that one Trump flag, I didn't quite see the house that was behind the trees.
No, it was not probably. That was the uneducated white rural vote.
Hey, there ain't
they're
nothing
talking
wrong with
about.
that. I'm an uneducated.
Yeah,
white
it's just
rural
crazy
vote.
how like the offense is not offended unless it's the opposite offense. Because when Trump won in 2016, this goes all the way back 4 years or so, they referred to us as the uneducated white rural vote.
They didn't expect the uneducated
white rural vote to get Trump elected. But pointing out the fact that Puerto Rico has a garbage problem is a cardinal sin.
Oh,
Can somebody help me out with that?
I don't know. It's insane.
Why is she flying around on Air Force Two though? Like, here's the thing. Somebody said to me, and I'd like your opinion on this. Somebody said to me, well, we voted her in 2020 when we voted for Biden. She was on the ticket.
Yeah.
So we voted that if Biden couldn't continue, she would be our next president.
We did.
But Biden is still president. Biden is the incumbent. Biden was on the ticket for the Democratic Party. Kamala Harris she did not challenge Biden in the primary. Nobody challenged Biden because he was the incumbent president. And when incumbent presidents are incumbent, they don't have to do runoffs. They don't have to do votes. They don't have to do primaries, right? Because everybody knows you don't go against Daddy. Daddy's in the White House. You leave Daddy alone. Nobody's going to challenge Daddy, right? So when Biden stepped out of the election race, if he would have said, I'm no longer fit to run the country no more, I'm no longer fit to be president, and he would have removed himself from the presidency, then Kamala would have been the 47th president.
Right.
Then she would have been the incompetent. And then, yes, she's the president. She's on the ticket.
Why didn't they do that, you think?
They can't put Biden out like that.
Why can't they? He already said he can't.
He said, I can't run, but I can office.
Oh.
He didn't think Beyonce. Oh, yeah. Hey, all right, Alyssa's got this crazy idea about.
It's not crazy.
Well, come over here and tell me about it.
I look crazy.
Just get over here. You don't have to be on camera. Just let people hear you.
Oh,
Jump
so
in here. Come on. So Alyssa
look how pretty she is.
Alyssa has this theory. Tell them the theory.
That the superstar, everyone's in the Illuminati, and that Jay-Z and Beyonce are the head of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they win an award and they don't thank Beyonce, they die. Like Michael Jackson didn't thank Beyonce and he died. Now they're reopening his case. They think it wasn't whatever happened. They don't think it's true.
Did his doctor drug him to death?
Yeah, Amy Winehouse didn't thank her. They think hers was based on Beyonce. Lizzo thanked Beyonce. Britney Spears thanked her. Taylor Swift thanked her. They actually think Kanye West saved Taylor Swift because that whole scandal where he pushed her out of the way and thanked Beyonce, he said that was them saying that he saved her. So
from going into the Illuminati?
Yeah.
From being killed by him?
From being killed by him.
Why would they be killed if they didn't thank Beyonce?
I don't know. She got some.
She's
juju.
the head.
She got some juju power on her.
She's the head devil in charge.
Mm-mm.
Amy Winehouse was sober. She said they tried to get me to go to rehab, but I said no.
Adele was crying on stage saying that her album Lemonade changed her life.
I remember that.
And I was like,
remember
how
when
did that
Adele
change
did
your life?
Yeah.
Wait, Beyonce's Lemonade drink?
No, her album Lemonade.
Her album Lemonade changed
her life.
Adele?
And Adele was crying when she received her award. I remember that.
Yeah. But it's weird because it's all about them and they go straight to Beyonce. You can look it up, all the videos.
And why do they call her Queen Bee? I'll help Beyonce.
Stop. She'll come after us next.
If Beyonce found my YouTube channel and my 312 people, we're all in trouble. By the way, I got a goal. I'm trying to get to 400 this week.
Oh,
we made it. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Is it 7:30 yet?
Not yet.
I want to make my big announcement. Text on Facebook. Big announcement. 7:30. YouTube Live. You want to do that? Let's.
I got it.
You're on Facebook too.
Uh-huh.
How are you on Facebook at the same time?
That's what I was doing in there when you told me to hurry up and why did I have my apron on and
Whoa.
all the things 15 seconds before.
This is real, raw, uncut, unedited, unpromoted. So if you don't all help Beyonce, your musical career will die and go away. Queen Bee.
That's what they said about the last few hurricanes. Florida didn't thank Beyonce.
Tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no. Creating the culture for your kids. What happened to the world? What up, Bill? What happened to the world where we're more worried about being our kids' friends and being cool with our kids than we are raising them and instructing them and disciplining them and creating the culture for them instead of allowing a terrible, terrible culture to create our children? We were discussing this all week. My wife wanted to wrap up a couple videos. Hey, listen, if you're on, stay on 7:30. I'm going to give you the gift of a lifetime, the opportunity of a lifetime. All right. My wife and I were discussing this, and Heather and I were talking about this. We live in a culture now where like nothing's good enough. And the reasons nothing's good enough is because these little son guns got everything before they even deserve it or work for it. So they just show up like, how'd you word it? I'm here. My presence is good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Amy and I have 8 chillings together. All right. We got, 10. We got 2 in heaven and 8 down here walking around. So we know what we're talking about. We're talking from experience. Sometimes you got to beat that ass, right?
Yeah.
You got to get them switches on them. Get them switches. But when we were growing up and y'all were growing up, probably, 5th grade, you got, hey, we'll pick up a slice of pizza on the way home. You graduated 5th grade.
Yeah.
We didn't
maybe we went out. Maybe we took the kids out to dinner as a family.
We sang a song on a stage.
Oh, 5th grade?
It was it 5th grade or 6th grade?
It was 6th. Yeah, when you
we grew up, it was 6th grade. Elementary school was 1st through 6th. So you graduate 6th grade, you get an award. Grandma takes a picture of you. You go out and get an ice cream from the Twisted Tree.
And go to the tree. Yeah.
Now these little jokers are getting Rolex watches, brand new dresses, brand new phones, and they have 5th grade graduation and dance, 5th grade dance, where these little hookers are showing up.
Yeah, they do have 6th grade dances. And you know what? I don't know if I'm so much against the dance because back in our day when they did the 6th grade dance, like the boys were on one side of the wall, right. The girls were on the other. There was punch served. Everybody was dressed appropriately. If you slow danced, like the teachers made sure you were arms length apart, like there was an innocence about it because you just start liking girls and boys. There is nothing wrong with learning how to behave around a boy or a girl at that age. And you need guidance, and teachers were that guidance. Society was that guidance.
Right. Now they're guiding in the wrong direction.
Yeah, there is no guidance on how boys and girls should be with each other.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer like no bad kids, only bad parents. These girls and these kids that we see at the schools and at dances get down to their mom and dad's car, getting dropped off by their mom and dad, or the mom and dad ain't even around. A limo pulls up with a 5th grader, like 6 5th graders in it, to get them out, or they rent an extended, excursion or some big SUV Hummer or something. And these kids are getting out, and you can basically see their Crocs, the bottom of their butt, see-through dresses, and they're walking around all made up like prima donnas, and the whole world revolves around them. There's a photo shoot and an all day at the spa and a hair, and it's like you're in 5th grade, crying out loud.
Exactly.
So then by the time these kids get to junior high and the junior high homecoming deal, you got to up the game. You got to step the game.
Nothing good enough.
So by the time they get to high school and junior, senior prom and homecoming, I mean, you're renting them hotels on the beach and you're taking them out of town. They get to fly to Paris and and then these kids get turned out into the world. Is it 7:30 yet? Mm-hmm. They get turned out into the world And nobody understands why they won't work and why they want so much money and why if they show up for work, you're supposed to tell them how great they did, and they get a sticker and they get their name on the board as being an excellent employee. It's like, dude, you just walked through the door. But they're like, I'm here. I graced you with my presence.
Yeah.
And I think that culture is starting at home, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We can't blame the government. We can't blame nobody on it.
And I think, and you know what, we're as strict as we've been, and as good as our kids are, we have done that to our kids. We were talking today, like I have to be better at disciplining and doing chores. Like I want to do everything myself because I know my kids have had a hard day. They went to school all day. What? They went to school. Nobody cared if I had a hard day when I went to school. They go to school to learn, and they have to learn how to clean. They have to learn how to be able to live in a household. So there are things that even we've done on a level that we could have done better, you know?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
So what was it with that generation where we wanted it? Because it seems like on a whole scale that did we have it so bad we just wanted them to have it better? Or a lot of what I think, my opinion, is a lot of people, including guys, for their sons, they want to live through their kids.
Oh my goodness, yes, especially with sports athletics. Keep going.
Yeah.
So between the ribs, how can I help you?
So they want to live through their kids. I mean,
between the ribs.
So
many
mothers are letting their children go out in designer clothes and their shorts are too short, and you know, just like with homecoming and things like that. I can't do this.
You're doing great. I got a caller. I have a long-time listener, first-time caller. You want me to deny them? This is a long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm between the ribs. Thank you for your call. Yes, we will get to your question as soon as Mama wraps up her thing. And yes, if you want to go, yes, that would be fine. All right, you're welcome. Thank you for calling the show. I love you too. Bye-bye. Man, guys, that's like, I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
That's our first call.
That's awesome.
That wasn't even a stage call. That was a real call.
Staged call.
I wasn't even like, I didn't even like.
I hope you would never stage a call.
Oh, you mean like Don Miller does? I be texting people and call the show. No, that really happened. And then they said, I love you. They love me. Where were you? Continue.
I don't even know, baby.
Oh, even us with our little children. Mama quit beating that booty. I shouldn't cuss on him.
I've never done that. But because I think of my background, I've never wanted anyone to be spanked or hit. Yeah, we almost had I think you almost got to the idea where it's like you want them to have the opportunity to do so well. Mm-hmm. Because all of our kids are busy. They got basketball, they got football, they got weightlifting, they've got band, they've got music, they've got church, they got all these programs they do. And it's like, wow, I want to give them the best opportunity they have. So I don't want them to be those kids that are like, you're not going to basketball until the house is clean, or you're not going to this until the baseboards are clean. So you try to take on the whole burden. Right. And then when you ask me to get involved, by the time I get involved, the kids are home. The older kids, that is, you know, Annabelle, the younger ones obviously are home. But the ones that are 16, 17, 18, you know, they get home 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. Then you're like, all right, it's already time for dinner. It's too late. They got to go to bed. Yeah. Don't worry about making them do it. And then things just build and build and build. Right. But we just hit all course correct at our house. Yes. And we got back on track because we're trying to raise good kids to be good adults out in the community so they can interact with the rest of y'all. Yeah. But the whole living through your child, I don't think I ever did that with letting them dress a certain way. Or are you?
No, never.
You know, being cool, letting them come drink or, you know, do that kind of stuff. Like, I don't understand that. And I grew up with a pretty liberal mother, but I don't think I could ever. I never wanted to do that way.
But even with Audrina, what's that? Welcome to Between the Ribs, live in studio. How can I help you? What's your question? We have a live interactive studio. Front door. Back door is always best.
You're gross.
Where are you going?
Or just taking you on a date.
This is how my daughter goes out on a date. Classy lady.
Looking nice.
Hey, do you know, speaking of that, Afghanistan, which is next to Pakistan, which is close to Rakistan, and Iran, right? Hey, listen, man, the guy said, I can't tell you the difference between Iraq and Iran. I can't. right?
Mhm.
But Afghanistan just banned. It is now against the law for women to speak in public.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, who makes those
Women?
laws?
The men.
They'll slap you.
The men of Afghanistan.
So women, even women who come visit, can't talk in public.
You'll be stoned to death.
So women who come over from different countries.
First of all, I don't
I love
believe.
you guys.
Love you, have fun,
First
guys.
of all, I don't believe that Afghanistan is a tourist community.
People go to Afghanistan.
Bull crap honking.
Yes, they do.
Google it right now.
I
Hey,
know.
Google. While she's
I'm
Googling
Googling.
that, I was 7:30 sharp, and I've been waiting on this
It
the
is
whole
7,
time.
Jonathan, it's
Guys,
7:30.
I just got the best opportunity in the world.
Real quick,
And
while you do that, I know you're going to kill me, but I have to use the restroom.
and right in the middle of the show,
Anybody who knows me.
give me that Red Bull. No, we got like one person on here. No, we got 100 people watching this.
Yeah, but you never know who's going to watch it later.
Guys, listen.
Every Wednesday, guys.
MorrisMafiaGold.com, MorrisMafiaGold.com. And Amy and I are plowing through this, right? We don't believe in fake votes, fake numbers, and we have no problem talking to one or two people because that's how we built our business. We built Morris Family Farms, organic beets from 1 ear of corn. I'm telling you, we started with 1 ear of corn, selling off the back of the truck at farmers markets when we went broke. JDM Farms is what I used to operate under. We lost everything we had in 06, 07. And Amy and I, with a single cab Ford F-150, have rebuilt our business. Now we ain't there. We haven't arrived. Like, we ain't got boats and sea-doos and homes in the mountains and homes on the beach. You know, I mean, we're pushing through, but we live a decent life and we're very happy and excited. But we built this from $0 to where we have employees and we have a couple locations, you know, and we operate a satellite place plus a delivery business. So everything we do is from the ground floor. And with my experience on radio and some other things I've done, I've heard a lot of advertisement about gold. You know, this gold company. You want to take your security into your own hands and be financially free. And you look at the depreciation of the dollar ever since we got off the gold standard to today, like the dollar's not even worth 33 cents anymore compared to what it used to be. But silver and gold and everything else is going up. I mean, we talked about flat washers in the beginning of the show that a flat washer is worth 18 cents right now at Home Depot. 18 cents for a flat washer. Piece of stainless steel with a hole in it. It's not even stainless steel. Some of them are galvanized, right? You're better off drilling a hole in a penny. Stop saving your pennies. So every time I would call one of these places that you hear on the radio about gold, it was like, oh, sir, it's a $10,000 minimum. What? I ain't got $10,000. How can I buy in gold? They're like, oh, well, when you get $10,000, or if you want to transfer your IRA or your retirement, we'll help you out. And we'll keep it in our secret, secure vault. But what if the world goes bad and my cash ain't no good, my debit cards don't work? How am I going to get to the vault? Right? So none of it ever made sense to me, and we can never afford it. And then I met a lady, Diana from 7K. That's the name of the company, 7K. All right. They have 3 easy ways to become a member. And if you don't even want to be a member, you don't have to. You can just buy coins. You can go to MorrisMafiaGold.com. Morris Mafia Gold. Put that in the quotes. MorrisMafiaGold.com. And you can buy an ounce, 2 ounces, a pound, 10 pounds. You can buy bullion. You can buy collectibles. And this is what I want to show you. I just got these 2, and I'm fixing to order more tomorrow. I got them in a case. Amy, help me get these on the camera so people can see them. Amy's going to show you this. These are 2 Donald Trump collectible coins, right? Look at that. Trump versus coin. That's an ounce of silver. Turn it around for me so you can see it. See the backside. That's a pure ounce of silver. It comes in a nice little case to keep it. Now, this one right here, you're probably not going to want to go down to your 5 and dime and buy a loaf of bread with it, right? No. The other one is Trump after they attempted assassination with "We Are Strong" in the air. Go to Morris Mafia Gold. Scroll through the shop, find these coins, buy them, get them. Since we bought them, we bought these last week. They've already gone up $7. Yeah. So we don't have a lot of money. So we only bought a couple of these last week, and we're going to buy a couple more this week. I wish I'd have bought them all last week because this week I'm going to pay $7 more than I paid last week. Maybe not. The value went up $7. I'm still learning this, but if you want to get a discount, they got 3 ways you can join. Basic access, $149 a year. VIP, $269 a year. Or unlimited lifetime. You make 1 payment. That's what we did. $599 is a one-time payment. You're in for life. You save 10, 15, 20% on silver and gold. And like I said, Amy bought a piece of gold. It was 0.000038 of a gram. And you're like, why would you do that? Well, gold's $2,800 an ounce right now. So I don't have $2,800. So the money we had, we bought what we could buy. All right. So get in while you can. I'm going to have this going on. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to build financial freedom and financial wealth in my family. So the best thing I like about this is gold for the common person. This is gold and silver for bootstrap people like me and you. We get up every day. We're going to make a living. We know our dollar ain't worth crap no more, and we don't know what to do. And you hear about investing in gold and silver and valuables that come from the earth, right? But you can't because you don't have $10,000 or $20,000 sitting around to get involved. Well, with 7K, MorrisMafiaGold.com, $149, and you got it. They ship it to your house, so you can keep silver and gold at your house. Or if you have too much, you got that kind of spending money, and you got $100,000 worth of it, they'll store it in their secured vault for you, and you have instant access to it. If you have questions,
the government can't touch it.
It's tax-free.
Yeah, they can't.
The government can't tax it. It's the best way. Turn your money into a tax-free investment that the government can't mess with. Completely secure.
And you have it in your hands.
Yes, like this. I'm touching it. That's my silver. Look at that. That's my silver coin. All right. Do you know 20 years ago, this is fact, I looked it up. 20 years ago, a silver dollar would buy 10 loaves of bread.
Oh, wow.
Okay? 20 years ago, a silver dollar would buy 10 loaves of bread. Today, you cannot buy a loaf of bread with $1. But guess what? The way silver has gone up in 20 years, you can still buy 10 loaves of bread with a silver dollar.
Oh,
I looked it up. Silver has gone up so much in 20 years. And this is where I'm going with it. And I'm going to get off this so we can go to other things. Since we got off the gold standard and they put us on the fiat system, our dollar has been going down and down and down and down and down. Our cost of goods, the cost of living, inflation, and the cost of everything has been going up, 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 up. Well, the cool thing about gold and silver is instead of going down with the dollar, they're going up with the market. So a silver dollar can buy you the same thing today as it bought you 20 years ago, even though the price of that is 10 times higher because the price of silver and gold is 10 times higher. And it's going to continue to be like that because eventually, once everybody starts doing it, they're gonna dig it all up, mine it all up, right? So get in while you can get in, get on the ground floor with us, and start taking security of your own family. MorrisMafiaGold.com, MorrisMafiaGold.com. Go there, click on the link, and put gold in your house today. Last time I was showing Donald Trump, he's from. I say gold because it flows easy, but I'm into silver, guys. Listen, my wife and I got into silver, and I think silver is where it's at. If you ask my honest opinion, if you're walking around in a cashless society, what are you going to do with gold when it's $3,000 an ounce, right? You know what an ounce looks like? You're going to have fingernail shavings of gold in your purse trying to deal with it, where you can have gold coins, gold quarters, gold dollars, gold ounces, pound of gold, whatever you want to call it. I mean, silver. I say gold, but silver. We're into silver. Get into silver. Plus,
silver is the new gold.
Silver's the new gold. Plus, it protects you against vampires and werewolves. Wow.
But this is a great way. Like we don't
7K join today.
People who don't have a lot of money, like we live week to week. We are like every other American family out there. But we want to have something for our children. We want something that's attainable, that we can still live, invest, and see what we're investing, and touch it, and know it's there, and know it's real, and it's not going to go away if the stock market crashes.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I give you this opportunity, MorrisMafiaGold.com, and you don't go buy no silver, and everything crashes, and I got a bunch of silver, don't call me. I ain't gonna answer the phone. I'm like, no, nigga, I told you could do it. I gave you the number. I gave you the way to do it, and you didn't want to do it.
It's kind of like when they didn't have any meat coming in, and we had a line around the.
Yeah, I wish. Oh my gosh, I wish I'd have known that lesson back then. And I apologize to everybody in my family, in the Morris Mafia family. I got tricked by the best tricksters in the world when COVID happened, and we're like, man, did God just open up the heavens and shine down on us? We must be doing everything right, because everybody in 3 counties were coming to our store. And then about 2 weeks later, I found out I was the only guy with chicken. Costco was out, Sam's was out, Publix was out, Whole Foods was out. I was the only real farmer. I was the only one getting chicken delivered from the farm in Georgia, in Alabama. Nobody else had chicken. And then by the time I realized it, it was too late. And after COVID got over and all the stores opened back up with the chicken, our little dirty bastards left us high and dry. Well, I won't make that mistake with my silver. No, sir. Silver is for Morris Mafia family only. That was the longest promo I've ever done.
That was awesome.
It
was from the heart.
That wasn't a 30-second read or a 1 minute read. Now, what we want to talk about next? Bunions on feet? Huh? You want to talk about that meat you got going on, or that sausage you got? You shipped out meat boxes today.
I did. We shipped out meat boxes today. Let me tell you, I'm tired, y'all. I need a renewing at the store. I need y'all to come in and give us some love. That's what I need.
You need some love?
I need some people to come in and be excited about the product we have, because we really do we're special. It's a special thing that we do.
Well, that's something that I think a lot of businesses have to re-identify themselves to compete in this global big business trend market that we're in, right? You got, for instance, like I did I don't know if I did a video of this or not, but do you know that Trader Joe's is not an American company? Trader Joe's, right? With all their Trader Joe's, with all their private brands and private labels and all their stuff to make them look like it was picked and grown next door and the peanuts were made by the peanut man in Georgia.
I
right?
like that. We've only been there twice, right?
I'll never go back. I couldn't stand that place.
I
know
so
you
much
liked it.
fun.
I hate it. But and here's the crazy thing.
And it's now I won't go back.
Listen, here's the crazy thing. You know that little cup of chocolate peanuts that are $6.99 at Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
They got them in a 5-pound bag at Aldi's for $2.99.
Oh my gosh.
The same German family that owns Aldi's owns Trader Joe's.
So all they did was it's repackaging. I cannot believe we go around and waste our money on how it's packaged because y'all are lying to us.
Yes. America has one of the biggest problems in America is we look at food like a specialty item. Like, oh, I'm going to put this in my body. It has to be packaged perfectly 7.5 ounces in a clear container for recyclable, blah, blah, blah.
ECO biologically.
It's like, oh, that one nut has a dent in it. I shall not put that in my mouth. Yet, if you buy the same product, ungraded, unshifted, unsorted, you can get like 5 pounds of it for $2.99, or you can get 3 ounces for $6.99.
Well, it makes me so mad because, like, when I tell people to come in our store,
pizza stand.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you're on YouTube Live, baby. Tonight is cheat night at Morris Family Farms House, right? Cheat night. Mama didn't want to cook.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys.
Now, we'll tell you, we had ribeye steaks for breakfast. We had ribeye steaks for lunch.
She said, I can't have any more ribeyes.
We had a pizza for dinner.
Big back. Well, I tell people, I'm like, when they come in our store, we don't spend our money on all the frivol, making it. And a lot of people tell us you need to go have better packaging, have better bagging, have better whatever. Well, I can do that, and then I can raise it $5 more a pound, or you can accept it's a good product.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up. The reason the grocery stores can have better packaging, better marketing, better eye appeal display is because they're buying it by the semi-load from a warehouse.
Right.
So they're buying it in such bulk from a commodity farm, processed, sprayed, and they don't have to worry about heat and moisture because they put chemicals on that to dry everything out. And then when it gets to the store, they have machines that make things back right. Okay. So they take their money and they put it in making it eye appeal friendly because they're giving you crap. They're selling you crap. If you look at that bag of spinach or the bag of salad mix, it's like 6.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Like it's not even a full head of lettuce, but they chop up so many heads with so many different heads and they fluff it all up in the bag and then they stick the air hose in right before they seal it. Boop, and the bag like, oh my goodness, look at all this lettuce I'm getting. Yeah. You're not even getting a head of lettuce. You're paying triple the price for it. We don't do that in Getting Meats More Family Farms.
No, we do not.
But we have a challenge in all small businesses, not just ours. there's a big business takeover. There's a corporate takeover of everything that small businesses do. There's a big business pretending to be small, like the Trader Joe's deal. And then you find out that Aldi's is so big, right? Now, they're not even a small family in Germany. Aldi's family is so big. They got Aldi Duck and Aldi Guck. It's like Aldi North and Aldi South. That's how you say it in German, I think. Duck and Nook or something.
Okay.
If you're German, let me know. But Aldi's has two divisions, the North Division and the South Division. They own all the Aldi stores. They own all the Trader Joe's, and now they have purchased Winn-Dixie. So it's not like Aldi is this small German family bringing small German products to the marketplace. It's a scam. It's an overseas, highly valuable business that's just putting crap into the country under the umbrella of a health food store, an organic store. You'd be surprised how many people that think everything in Trader Joe's is organic.
Yeah.
But it's not. They don't claim that. Nowhere in their advertisement do they say that. But people are like, oh, I only shop at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, just
Why?
like at BurgerFi. I thought I was tricked.
Oh, because all the colors on the wall?
Because it
BurgerFi,
like,
grass-fed, grass-finished?
Yeah.
I had a lady hit me up on Messenger. She's like, your cow's grass-fed, grass-finished? I said, well, my cows never leave grass from daily life. She's like, oh, that means you grain feed them the last 2 weeks? I was like, where'd you get that from? I was like, I didn't even say that. I said, my cows are on pastures the whole life. And then she never answered me.
Oh, my gosh.
And you got anything else you want to go before we wrap it up? And guys, listen, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We're going to start dialing this in. I'd really like some feedback. Mama wants some feedback. She wants us to be raw, unfiltered. Like the word she used was raw dogging. She asked me to raw dog it.
Yeah, we want you guys to talk here. Oh, somebody was loving on us. We want y'all to talk here so we can talk back, answer questions.
Yeah, and we got things coming down the pipeline after the first of the year. But for now, we're trying to build this. And listen, if Wednesday night ain't the right night, let me know. I'll do it Tuesday morning at 4 a.m.
I look terrible on this camera.
Yeah, you're gonna start cleaning up a little bit.
I came
You're
straight
beautiful.
from work and then I had to say
Beautiful. You're beautiful, don't you know? Inside and out, Scout. So let us know. What time is it? We wrap this thing up.
Yes, we are 7:45.
Yeah, that's what we were shooting for today, 45 minutes. So guys, listen, shop local, support local, get out and vote. All right, let's get this thing over with. Let's put it in the bag and let's get past this election. And Lord willing, after Donald Trump wins, all the crazy people on the left that are talking about coming together and not dividing, maybe they'll shut up and just, get on board. Or at least quit fighting. That's one thing I want to talk about real quick before we go. All right.
Okay.
All the talk about coming together after the election. We got to all come together after the election. We got to stop being divided as a nation. But do they understand that it's the liberal left media and the Democratic Party that after Trump was announced the winner in 2016, they are the ones that spent the next 4 years bashing, tearing down, and trying to destroy Donald Trump at every turn. For crying out loud, the first time in American history, a president had to go to social media just to be able to talk to the American people, because every time he got in front of a camera, they clipped him, cut him, and redid it before they sent it to us, and nobody knew the truth. They purposely tried to destroy the 4 years he was in the White House. And then they want us to just not be mad and come together. Biden's the president for everybody. We got rid of that bad Trump for y'all. Now we can come together. Well, they're the ones that made Trump bad. Because remember, I don't know if you remember, you may not be old enough. I only know because my grandpa told me about it. All right? But do you know, I think it was 25 years ago when Donald Trump was a Democrat, they asked him like 7 times to get on the ticket and run for president. And he's like, no, I don't want to get into politics. I'm a developer and a business guy, blah, blah. 7 times the Democratic Party went to him and said, hey, we think you'd be great to run for the White House as a Democratic president. Wow. He wasn't racist back then. He wasn't a bigot back then. He wasn't a fascist back then. He wasn't a Hitler back then. And that's back when he was grabbing girls on the subway as a playboy.
Well, Democratic people were actually, it's like flip-flopped. Democrats were like Republicans.
No, that's bullcrap. I talked to Heather about this today. Now, imagine this. Imagine the old days, and I'm the Democratic South. I'm a racist, slave-owner Democratic South. And I come to you, the bad Republicans up north. And I'll be like, hey, look, we're trying to freshen up our image a little bit. We've got a really bad rap, this whole slavery thing. What do you say we switch names? Y'all become the Democrats.
It is
We'll
switch
become the
names, but
Republicans.
if you look, I looked it up. It was the ideals and it was the ideals. And
But the
way
Republicans
people
have always been
thought.
the Republicans, and the Democrats have always been the Democrats.
Yes, yes.
And maybe more Republicans had more values of the Bible and all men are created equal, endowed by our Creator, which, by the way, is in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
We have a Creator, and our first right is the right to life. Vote no on 3
and
or 4.
3.
Right? No, yeah. 3. One of them's smoking your brain cells up, and the other one's killing babies.
Yeah, and nobody's even smoking your brain cells up. Nobody's getting paid for that except the government. So even if you got it legalized, you're hurting your economy.
You're hurting the dude on 5th Street.
Not just that, you're hurting.
The slingers got to make money, man.
Tax it so bad that it's gonna hurt you in the long run.
No compensation on taxation. Who you voting for?
Huh?
Who you voting for?
Jonathan Morris.
Woo! 2028, Jonathan Morris, 2032. Hey, what was I saying? I don't know, but I want to say I love y'all. I like y'all. Some of y'all I can't stand. Thank y'all. We're coming to Georgia, Fort Walton.
We're not making a date right now.
We can't make a date right now because I'm still on a walker.
Yeah.
I actually fell down today. So sad.
Jonathan.
I told you.
You said you lost your footing. Now
I said my leg went out twice.
Yes. I didn't
Where'd you think I go when it went out?
Usually you catch yourself.
I didn't this time.
Oh,
I hurted myself real bad.
I'm sorry.
Nobody cares.
I care.
7K gold. Go to MorrisMafiaGold.com. Join the revolution. Take control of your finances and your family. Secure it. Buy silver today. Get some.
Get some in the street.
Please tell me we had more than 2 people.
Let's see.